Buried in something like this?
No, I don't ever want to be buried.
Really?
No.
What would you like to happen to you?
I would like to live forever.
Michael Jackson, still alive. Listen till the end.
Right. So last night I actually had a dream. Like I saw Michael Jackson. It looked so real. It was a long dream. So it seemed as if he was actually alive. I saw him in a room, like a single room actually. That's what it looked like anyway. Then I saw a young lady like somewhere between late teens, like early 20s, but a young lady. So the lady has a son, and I saw Michael Jackson in that room. So it was more like, it wasn't a rich setting anyway. It was more like a kind of government, a project house, whereby you see people staying in one room, like the upstairs, just a one room, one story building. It has a corridor and all that. So I saw that I noticed a conversation between himself and the lady. So he told the lady that like he's going to die soon in that dream. He's going to die soon, and it was a voluntary death. So then something happened. He left the place. There was an agreement between himself and the doctor. He left the place, went. Then by the time something, I saw that he came back. But when he came back, it was not the street. I couldn't really go in. Like the lady had to caution me and all that. So by the time I went into the room, I saw him lying on the bed. Then he had plaster over all his face. Then his skin have like turned like melanin black. So then I asked like the lady like what happened and all that. So it was as if the way she told me, like the doctor advised him not to take his life, probably based on the fact that way back then he had issues with the court. Definitely he had a lot of cases, maybe debts, and he was just tired of the fame generally, and all the crisis that came along with the fame.
Police department earlier this week. They served a search warrant on me, which allowed them to view and photograph my body, including my penis.
Los Angeles Times this morning reports that a second private autopsy has been completed on the pop singer at the urging of his family. For the latest, let's go live to Los Angeles.
Later that day, this is the same ambulance.
And we try to watch the Three Stooges, as much of it as possible from.
So the way I saw it, he was suicidal. He wanted to take his life. He had an agreement. He wanted to just end it up. So based on the doctors, and he wanted a voluntary death, like they will inject him and all that. But the doctor were able to counsel him that rather, why not change back, do a facial surgery. It's definitely just a surgery. Do a facial surgery and stay away from the cream. Definitely, when doesn't use all those stuff, his skin will go back to melanin. So when I did so that's what happened. That was what happened in that dream. So he decided to live a low-key life. Wanted to live like a normal person, not a wealthy person. I got tired of all those things. So now when I did some research, I saw a comment that I saw video people that posted that they see Michael Jackson alive and all that, and people were posting videos like he's a white guy walking around. No, if someone is going to disguise, I think that should be the best explanation. He's going to disguise. He can change his face. He's used to surgery. Then he change his skin to the normal black person. You can't even think your black neighbor is a Michael Jackson. You understand? And I saw somebody made a comment that this is exactly how Elvis Presley disappeared. And I read a book about Elvis, his biography, Elvis biography, and about Captain Tom, his manager. He always get tired of, you know, every time he has people around him, he got tired and say he had cancer. Bro probably had to disappear too. When we look back into history, Hitler, they say he went into an iron bunker, disappeared. So I think it's very true that Michael Jackson is alive. So if he's alive, he can he be in Africa? And where he seems to be, it seems like a neighboring country to America, probably somewhere you don't need to take a flight to travel to, somewhere his family could easily visit him. And when I watched the video of his burial, I saw, if you guys remember, during his burial, a lot of us said these people, they are happy that Michael died. They don't feel sad. Like, you know, we have to start accusing them that these people wanted Michael to die. They wanted his money. They wanted his wealth. These people are not even remorse. That means they knew something that we didn't know. Just like they always say, people come to conclusion about celebrities when you don't even know the truth. And there was a video about his daughter talking, making a presentation, and, you know, holding an earpiece, trying to listen to, you know, a conversation or an instruction. But the siblings just, you know, put on their face with their shades on and were smiling. Sometimes they were smiling. They were just trying to keep that expression and whatever. I think Michael would have done that to save himself from a lot of crises, a lot of cases. That would have been the best thing. Disappear. Yeah. So Michael is probably alive. And another thing, Mohbad's father is probably guilty of his death and his wife is innocent. You could get to know that if you watch this video to the end. Stay blessed. iTosh, MAYANA, one love, bro. And for you to believe whatever I said I saw, I predicted Donald Trump winning election in 2016 April or something. After I saw him becoming president, a lot of people were against me. I don't care. I also predicted Nigerian President Buhari presidency since 2012 to a couple of friends and a lecturer of mine. He became president 2 years later. I made many predictions and it came true. On my Facebook banned me. I don't care. So just listen to your inner mind, inner voice, and just think about what I've said and do your own research. One love.